Engineering is one of the most varied professions there is, with lots of opportunities in many different fields. But it's also a profession that absolutely requires an excellent education. You must have a degree to work in the field. So where can you turn to get your engineering education started? Well, in our area, the best place is Montgomery College. It's the largest two-year program in the country, and each year it sends many students to four-year schools to complete their undergraduate work. So to find out all about the program, I recently sat down with the chairman of the department on the Rockville campus. In today's episode, Kamal was very frustrated. He has an engineering degree, but because he's just moved to this country, he hasn't yet been able to find a job in his chosen profession. So he has to work as the cafe's handyman. But he badly wants an engineering job, and it's easy to see why. Engineering is a growing field with lots of career possibilities. But to become an engineer, you need a good education and a college degree. One of the best possible places to start is right in our own backyard at Montgomery College. They have an outstanding program with more than 10 different fields of engineering study to choose from. And I found out all about the program when I had a chance to sit down with Dr. Kehnemouyi, the department chairperson on the Rockville campus. Let's start with an overview of the engineering program at Montgomery College. What programs and majors are offered?
The engineering program is the largest program in the nation. We currently have over 1,100 students declared major studying in the program. It's also well recognized nationally. We offer 10 different majors in engineering, anything from mechanical engineering to electrical, civil, material science and engineering, and so on. One thing I should emphasize here is that sometimes the program is referred as pre-engineering. This is not, that's a misconception, this is not a pre-engineering. This is the first 2 years of a good 4-year engineering program. We offer same classes as University of Maryland, with the exception of a couple of classes, specialized classes. We generally offer exact the same classes as University of Maryland and other good 4-year engineering programs.
What should a prospective student expect when they enroll in the engineering program at Montgomery College?
Same thing as what they should expect in a 4-year, in a good 4-year engineering program. They should expect to work hard. Engineering is a rigorous field curriculum. They should not be working outside. Sometimes the students think that they could work 20 hours a week and then do this also. It won't work because they should basically devote most of their time and effort into their educational career, basically.
Montgomery College is a very diverse school with over 170 different countries represented in the student body. Does the engineering program mirror this diversity?
Yes, we exactly mirror that diversity. There is a big international student population that are currently in the engineering program.
Why do you think it might be to the advantage of a prospective engineering student to begin their studies at Montgomery College instead of starting at a 4-year college or university?
Well, smaller classes taught by professional faculty, most of whom have earned a PhD in their respective fields. Smaller classes means more attention. It means more student-faculty interactions. Of course, the tuition it's less expensive than the 4-year schools. We do have articulation agreements with a lot of four-year schools, both locally and nationally. Of course, most of our students transfer to University of Maryland Clark School of Engineering, something in the order of probably 100 a year. If a student has a grade point average more than 3.0 and has met few prerequisites, they are guaranteed admissions to the Clark School of Engineering.
My next question has two parts. First, let's talk about the engineering facilities. What should a student expect to find when they enroll in a program? And the second part to this question is, MC is building a new science center. Will the engineering program have classes and labs in this new facility? And could you describe what the new building will offer for the engineering students?
We have, of course, well-equipped laboratories. We do have a machine shop with all kinds of power tools in there. Our computer lab is equipped with a three-dimensional printer. What this is that so the student do their basically in the introduction to engineering design class, Engineering Science 100. The student use an industry standard software packet called Pro Engineer, and they do basically three-dimensional solid modeling. So they design it in computer, their model, and then they send it to this 3D printer. And the printer basically makes the model, makes a three-dimensional model off of that design. It's also called the rapid prototyper. Our digital logic design lab is state of the art with digital oscilloscopes, 4-channel oscilloscopes, spectrum analyzer, function generators, and we are, I should say here that we are very fortunate to have a very supportive administration here at the college who support us with fundings for all these labs and equipment. Also, we get a huge amount of support from county council members. They are truly interested in having a top-notch engineering transfer program in the county, and for that we are extremely grateful to them. Second part of your question is the new building. Yes, the engineering science will be there. It will be housed at the fourth floor of that building. Of course, newer labs and newer facilities. But aside from those, there will be a student lounge where students can meet and talk. There will be rooms for student-faculty interactions and advising. And there will be basically rooms for clubs, different clubs in the department for the club members to meet and discuss different issues with that club.
What is the reputation of the Montgomery College Engineering program, both in the academic world and in the professional world?
The reputation is outstanding. We are by far the largest engineering program amongst the community colleges. We believe that we are 3 times larger than the next largest engineering program in the nation. We have put together articulation agreements with a lot of universities, 4-year universities, both locally and nationally. Universities such as University of Maryland, George Washington University, and Georgia Tech, to name a few.
What sort of success has MC engineering students enjoyed, both in terms of where they have transferred and also in the professional world once they have their undergraduate degree?
We transfer somewhere in the order of 100 students to University of Maryland Clark School of Engineering. We also transfer students to other universities. We have transferred 28 students to Georgia Tech, the fourth ranked engineering school in the nation. Students generally do well. They do as well as their native students. They form cohorts in these schools, the former MC engineering students cohort. We currently have 3 students at MIT Graduate School, Rose Faghi, Ali Faghi, and Salman Adera. These, the 3 students are currently studying at MIT at graduate school, and they are all former MC engineering students.
Tell us about the faculty of the engineering program and also the student to faculty ratio.
We currently have 13 full-time faculty and 22 adjunct part-time faculty. They teach courses in physics and engineering. They are very engaged in the program. They write grants. They serve at the National Science Foundation proposal review committees. They present at national and international conferences. So they are very active in their field. As for student faculty ratio, the classes are small. They're generally in the order of about 20 to 25 students in every class.
When students are enrolled in the engineering program, are there opportunities and experiences they can participate in outside of the classroom?
Yes, we have, as I mentioned, we have 5 different clubs in the department, and they're very active. These are Robotics Club, the IEEE, or the clubs for the electrical engineers. We have a club called Engineers Without Border. We have the West, or Women in Science and Engineering and Technology Club. And we have a Society of Mechanical Engineers Club. All these clubs are very active. The Robotics Club, just to give you an example, you might have seen the press release on them. Last year, they entered the competition, a robotics competition at Penn State, and the only 2-year engineering program, and they won the competition. This year, this past April, they also do another competition at Temple University in Philadelphia. And again, they came second in that competition, again being the only 2-year engineering program. So the clubs are very active and they are doing very good work.
Are there internships and research opportunities available to MC engineering students? If so, could you talk with us about what might be available?
Yes, we are extremely fortunate to have an internship coordinator, a very capable gentleman named Michael Mahalik. And Mike's basically job is to find different internship and research opportunities at different companies or universities. The engineering students have interned both at private sectors, private companies, and the national labs, such as NIH and NIST, National Institute of Standard and Technology. There is a program at NIST called SURF. It's basically the undergraduate research. And MC engineering department have been every summer we've been sending 4, 5, 6 students to the SURF program as intern. There's another program called REU, or Research Experience for Undergraduate. This is a National Science Foundation sponsored program where students go to four-year universities, different four-year universities, and they do it during summer, and they do research under the guidance of a faculty for 8 weeks, and they publish a paper at the end of that session, and they get stipend. Last year we had 14 engineering students that did this REU, and this year equal numbers are doing that at different universities. Some of them do so well that they get invited back, so we have some that are going now for the second times with these REUs.
Going to a four-year college or university can be very expensive. What sorts of scholarship opportunities are available for MC engineering students?
Well, the tuition is low here, and that's a great advantage. And we have tremendous amount of scholarship opportunities here. Last year we received a National Science Foundation grant called SSTEM. Now, SSTEM basically supports engineering with their tuition. Here at MC, almost the entire tuition. And the unique feature with SSTEM is that they could carry it with them when they transfer to four-year universities. The principal investigator for this grant was our former dean, current provost of the Germantown campus, Dr. Sanjay Rai, and Dr. Alex Ho and Miss Miriam Carter was the co-principal investigator. We had, in 2006, we received another grant from Department of Education called FIPSI. Now, FIPSI stands for Fund for Improvement of Post-Secondary Education. This grant is very competitive. It is awarded nationally to only 20 schools every year. At that time, MC was the only two-year school that got it, and actually the only school in the state of Maryland that received that grant, and second in the history of the college that received that grant. Again, the principal investigator for that grant is also Dr. Rai, and myself and Ms. Carter were the co-principal investigator for that grant.
Obviously, there are many alumni of the MC engineering program. How do they help current MC engineering students?
Well, they provide feedback in a variety of ways. They come back and visit us, and they talk to the students, and they tell them about their experiences since they left MC, and also what they are currently doing. This past year, we had a very successful alumni forum. So what we did was we invited 9 former MC students, engineering students, and they came. We had a big auditorium, and they sat, all 9 of them, and facing a full auditorium of engineering students, and 3 hours of basically question and answer. It was great. I mean, they enjoyed it, students enjoyed it, and it was a lot of basically feedback from them. Now, these alumni were very successful folks. They were some recent grad who were at four-year schools, and there was a gentleman who graduated in the late 70s, went to MIT and had a very successful career at industry, and he was also one of the panelists there.
How does the engineering program at Montgomery College prepare students for a career in engineering?
Well, they prepare them for a career as a transfer student. So they transfer, they prepare them to succeed at the four-year school. So they go to four-year school and they do their next 2 years, and then they are ready basically to face the real world.
If you had to give one reason why a high school student who is interested in an engineering career should come to MC, what would that be?
Well, the dominant reasons are small classes, more attention, basically more student-faculty interactions, low tuition, better chance of succeeding as an engineer as if they went to the four-year school.
My thanks to Dr. Mohamed Kehnemouyi, Chairperson of the Physics, Engineering, and Geosciences Department on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College, for talking with us about the outstanding engineering program at Montgomery College. If you'd like more information, you can call 240-567-5230 or 240-567-5000, or you can check them out at the web at www.montgomerycollege.edu, click on Majors and Classes, and then click on Engineering. Welcome back, and my thanks to Dr. Mohamed Kehnemouyi, the chairperson for the engineering program on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Dr. Kehnemouyi gave us a very complete look at the program. So let's review some of the most important information you need to know to get your engineering education started at Montgomery College. MC has the largest two-year engineering program of any community college in the country. It's a nationally recognized program that offers 10 different majors. The Montgomery College engineering program is the first 2 years of a good four-year program. After you graduate from the MC engineering program, you'll then move on to complete your education at a four-year college or university. During your 2 years in the MC engineering program, you'll take the same classes as you would at the University of Maryland or other good four-year schools. And MC has a great track record of sending graduates to four-year colleges and universities to finish their undergraduate studies. MC engineering students have gone on to earn their four-year degrees at some of the finest engineering schools in the nation. Programs like MIT, Georgia Tech, George Washington University, and the University of Maryland, just to name a few. And MC really is the place to start your engineering education. The program features small classes, which means students get more time and attention from the faculty. And starting your education at Montgomery College is also much cheaper than starting at a four-year school. And like I said earlier, MC also has articulation agreements with many local and national four-year schools. For example, if an MC engineering graduate has a 3.0 GPA or above and they meet a few prerequisites, they are guaranteed admission to the University of Maryland, Clark School of Engineering. The program features well-equipped labs and well-equipped machine shop, and their computer lab has a 3D printer. Students create a design for a model, and then the printer makes the 3D model. Classes in the Digital Logic Lab feature state-of-the-art equipment like digital oscilloscopes, spectrum analyzers, and function generators. The program also receives lots of support from the college administration and also the county council. Both recognize how valuable the engineering program is to the area and to the profession. And there's exciting news on the horizon for the program. Montgomery College is building a new science center on the Rockville campus, and the engineering department will hold its classes and labs there. This new building means newer labs, newer facilities, a student lounge, rooms for faculty-student interaction, and rooms for the various engineering clubs to meet. The MC Engineering program has an excellent group of faculty with experience presenting at national and international conferences. And again, the student-to-faculty ratio is very attractive because the classes are small, especially by the four-year school standards. The program also has an internship coordinator. This person finds internships for students with both private companies and federal agencies. For example, MC students receive internships to NIH every summer. And recently, many students have earned internships with the National Science Foundation. Another exciting aspect of the program are the student clubs. They offer 5 different clubs in robotics, electrical, Engineers Without Borders, Society of Mechanical Engineers, and the Women's Engineering Club. The Robotics Club recently won a national competition. They competed against an impressive list of 4-year schools, and MC was the only 2-year school entered. And the one last important point, the MC Engineering program has had great success in attracting scholarships and grants for its students. For example, last year, the MC Engineering program received an STEM grant from the National Science Foundation. This grant supports engineering students' tuition and can also be carried on to 4-year schools after students graduate from Montgomery College. If you'd like more information on the engineering program at Montgomery College, you can call 240-567-5230 or 240-567-5000. Or you can check out the engineering program on the web at www.montgomerycollege.edu. This takes you onto the homepage, and once you're there, click on Majors and Classes and then click on Engineering. And that's all the time we have for today's special edition of Crossroads Cafe. Please join us again soon for another expanded episode filled with all kinds of important information. And if you'd like to know when Crossroads Cafe airs on Montgomery College Television, please check the channel listing at www.montgomerycollege.edu/MCTV. I'm Sophia Reeves. Thank you for watching Crossroads Cafe.